Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's do it on a powerful, powerful way. You guys know how it is. You know how I'm going to start. Hello to everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. You guys do know I post these clips on YouTube on a later day or later time, probably in about a couple of days. Small clips I put on Facebook and Instagram. We're still on Self Love September, week 3. Oh man, I mean, it could have come at a better time, even right now. You know, my brother was just went through a divine reading with the Holy Day, starting that off, and it was very powerful. But let me go ahead and start off like this, get the show going. The Safe Space Daily Show. The Safe Space Daily Show. The Safe Space Daily Show. Freedom, one thing, clarity. Ooh, it's getting to a point where it's automatic for me. I've spread so much with this self-love September, even to my own clients that I work with who are around the world. Or you guys know I'm still in Ghana. I still got my workplace in LA, and I'm now looking for this internet cash, this internet flow, and I want to spread it to my brother and to others as well too. Whether it's on Facebook, I think I make my first $5 on Facebook, and man, if you can make five, you can make five on it. So that's my mindset about it. And what we were just talking about was a world that's dealing with, or that if you see self-hate, that's all around. Self-love looks strange. So I got two questions. Two questions. I think one of my boys was supposed to be coming in. I may bring him in, maybe invite him in. I'll send some stuff in to him. But you guys know, usually for me on this, it's um bringing information, whether individuals like it or not. I mean, I'm not. That's not what I'm focused on, because I like it. And what my brother Banquet Will was just reading from one of Ben Ami's books, and I think this was Imitate the Imitation of Life, and he was talking about how 90% of individuals, they're not conscious, or 90% of individuals don't know, even what life is. Maybe they're in automatic and automation, or they're not choosing life. They're choosing destruction. They're choosing falsehoods and deceptions versus truth. And I have two questions that I'm going to be dealing with today. If my boy comes on, he comes on. You guys know how I am. This information that I'm uh, giving out is more important for me to release this off of my heart. I was listening to some information on YouTube. I think it came out like 14 or 17 years ago. I think with Michael Talbot, the holographic universe. And I'm like, whoa, it's 14 years ago, but still very relevant for today. And so I benefit off of it, so that's just what I want individuals to realize here too. It's like, hey, can you create timeless information, whether it's music, whether it's, truth, or just even a personality? Like, oh man, you would have been good in the 60s. You would have been good in the 20s. You've been good in the 90s. Can you be that person? I mean, be a timeless individual. They can drop you in any decade, and you'll be able to make it work for yourself. So, with this, shout out to everyone coming in. Shout out to everyone coming in. With this Self Love September week 3. Oh man, I'm excited for the last week of Self Love September because I'm glad my brother come back in, and I think he's gonna be way more charged again because I got to go back and listen to again even the audio what we had did because there was some things that he spoke on that he wants to maintain, and that's about 2 weeks later. So it's like I want to make sure I'm holding him accountable. He's holding me accountable. We're holding ourselves accountable. But the first question um, to deal with is, what does self love mean to you? Is it how you feel about yourself, the things that you do? That's two, and then also tying them together. How can that adjust or shift your daily life? So me. I always all of these questions I always ask myself first. I always do that first. I was thinking, well, before I even go into that, I was going when one of my homegirls was going to bring her in, and she was going through some things, and she was just like, man, I may not be in the right headspace to join in, and but I know how the self love September month and just anything with my show, it redirects your mind, so you start focusing on what you want to do, give you some elevation. So it's one of those things where I knew it would, maybe just her talking with me directly. I know I know it boosts her up. I know that. Maybe coming on the show, maybe that may not have. Maybe she started getting a bit vulnerable, releasing things that she didn't really want to release. I understand that. So I said, you know what? It's okay though. We'll save it for another time. It's all right. So the first part of the question, what is self-love? Is it how you feel about yourself, what you do for yourself, and then tying those two together for your daily life. So let's say how you feel about yourself. When you think about self-love, let me ask myself, how do I feel about myself? I'll be real, but I was telling my brother too, I'm like, I gotta relax sometimes because I be wanting to go to 1,000. I don't need to be loud, but it's a lot of excitement. But I feel within myself, there's nobody else on the planet like me. So how I feel about myself, I feel like one of none. So rare. There's nothing that I feel about myself that can be duplicated. So I love myself. I feel I'm very precious to this world, to the clients, whoever I speak with in class. When I open my mouth, it's like gold that shines out because I know I'm not just speaking on anything. People can listen to what I'm saying, but there's a difference between somebody just listening versus are you understanding what I'm saying too. Sometimes I have clients and they maybe 3 months or 18 months. They may love me so much. They're like, oh, Mr. Sale, I loved it, I loved it. But did you understand and learn? Or you just watching me like a robot? It's one of those things too. You want to make sure that you're getting this. Don't just let it be something that going in one ear out the other. This is not a motivational speaking seminar. That's not what I do. Now if individuals say that's what it is, and use it at that. But that's not my the foundation, or that's not the reason that I do that. I'm not doing this to motivate anyone. This is to change your whole entire life. The self-love September, if you love yourself, your life changes. And just like how my brother was saying, it will show in your result, in your lifestyle. It's a lifestyle change. That's what I was telling one of my boys. I'm like, you could tell me you love yourself all you want, but it's a lifestyle decision. Let me go into that. Let me go into the other part. How you feel about yourself and what do you do for yourself. For the self-love thing. What do you do for yourself? Are you watching educational videos? Are you eating a healthful food? It's just like how what my brother was just talking on, going into Yom Kippur and treating yourself in a certain way to keep your mind focused on elevating material, not listening to any poor music or music that has lots of cursing, or not watching movies with blood, gore, and or with sex and different things like that. So it's like you gotta purify your mind, body, and soul. So what am I doing really right now? Right now I'm in Ghana. I'm at my brother's house, and I'm on a vegan diet. Now, I was always, I was a vegan for about 5 years, I would say. So did I ever go back to? I'll be real with myself and with you guys here. I didn't go back to eating pork on that end. I didn't. Did I have chicken? Yeah, I did. I know I didn't have cheese. I didn't have, any eggs. But I would say I was more, I would say vegetarian on that end. But it's about clean eating. Right now, I've been looking up so many. I looked up maybe 200 vegan recipes. Not only recipes, there's ladies who are just saying, "Oh man, you can have your life this way," and I'm just like, "Wow, you doing things in a way. You're making the vegan dishes look so delicious." So that's the self-love too. What are you actually doing? There's one thing how you think about yourself, then what are the actions are you taking on yourself? And then combining both of those to your daily life. If you're working at a job that you don't like, how is that showing you that you love yourself? Maybe it's showing self-hate. Maybe you don't like it, so maybe I'm supposed to suffer. So you're looking at life and it's like, hold on, wait, am I joy? Is this life supposed to be of enjoyment? My brother has been saying that we're on the other side of victory. So when you look at your life like you have already won, you've already defeated the challenge. There's nothing left else to, I wouldn't say not to accomplish, but you've already won. This is how the self-love feels. It's like I just won a prize that no one can actually take away from me. No one can change how I feel about myself. That's the situation which changes your whole entire life. As soon as you make that decision, like, you know what, I'm not gonna doubt anything that I'm doing. I was talking to one of my clients, he was like, you know what, Mr. Saley, I have some issues with self-doubt. This ain't this ain't nothing new. This is going around the whole planet. I was just telling you, Ben on me in the Imitation of Life. He gave them some. some grace at 90% of the world. But it's probably about 95, 97% of the world, maybe more than that, 99.9, that are living a life full of destruction, not self-love, but self-hate, self-doubt, fear, shame, guilt. I don't want to let any of those things go so you can enjoy the freedom, the joy and happiness. People love complaining. They love it. So for me, it's one of those situations where it's like, I want to remove this out of my life. I don't want to have that even be in, how do I want to say this? I don't want to have any moment of confusion in my life. And sometimes, I have friends and they feel some type of way, and I talk with them, and a lot of times that they're still trapped in a certain their way of thinking. But it's like I'm not trying to force anyone, but I know how I am. I'm a person of elevation. So you bring me a problem, I got a solution immediately for it. Some people are just ridded with problems. So it's like, oh man, problem here. You give them the solution. Oh man, I got another problem there. They come with the solution. Another problem there. You gotta understand too. Shout out to everybody coming in. Gotta understand too. What about you will allow you to be in a solutions based thinking? That's like what I was saying with the question one. How do you feel about yourself? And then what are you doing? How does that change your daily life? For me, self love has changed when I wake up, when I go to bed, it's like, dang. Even when I'm talking with my mom, when I'm talking with my dad, when I'm talking with anyone, my brother, I'm talking with his wife, it's like, that's exuding out of my pores. Self love is like, it feels like I am self love. So it's just like me being a counselor. I'm in counselor mode 25/8, 24/7. How you got to look? That's the mode that I'm in. I'm always looking at it from a counseling perspective. I know some individuals may not like it. I remember my cousin told me one time, he's like, man, can you not look at it? Can you not look at this situation as a counselor? I'm like, no, man, I can't do that. Not that I can't do it. I'm sure I can. But why? Why would I do that? That's like telling me to suspend my consciousness and not think clearly for while I'm talking to you. Like, nah, man, then I mean, no, then I'm not gonna do that. And I'll say, you know what? I'm not doing that. This stuff excites me. It's gonna make the rest of my life the best of my life. It's gonna make it very exciting. It is right now. I remember someone on TikTok they was talking about if there's one person viewing it, or you got nobody liking it, or no one's. Hey man, I'm concerned if no one likes what I'm doing because I like what I'm doing, and this is what I try to tell other individuals too. You gotta like what you're doing, whether it's a job or whether it's how you speak, what you eat, what you how you look at the world. I know how I look at this world is different. All of my friends, like I'm in the middle of Africa right now. My nephews, they're saying, "Are you coming back to America? You doing?" I'm like, man, y'all gotta come out here. I'm not saying you gotta move out here. No, 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 no. That's not what I'm saying. I'm radical, so I can move and do whatever I want. I couldn't always do that, but that's the self love too. I'm able to make any decision without it hindering how I feel about myself. It actually expresses my self-love. It actually expresses my self-love. Now, because we may only, because I can get on this for hours, but we probably gonna, I don't know with the time. We'll see how it goes. If my boy comes in, if he doesn't, I'm still gonna be able to shine some light on this. Because with this self-love September, this is shining a huge light on it. But this, I need individuals to focus in on themselves. Sometimes you will not have anyone tell you, "Hey man, no, you should love yourself, or you should maybe you should just only like yourself, or what comes with loving yourself." Maybe it's I know I was talking with this with some of my clients, and maybe it's about health. Individuals wait till it gets too late to focus in on health. Why wait when freedom is right here? When health is right here, why are you waiting to create that for yourself or to manifest that for yourself? Why are you waiting for it? You waiting to get into a hospital bed and things start going wrong with doctors trying to tell you, "Oh man, it's this, is this, is that." When you have an opportunity to choose right now. Oh, because it's not exciting. I'd rather just eat junk food most of my life or most of my time. It's like it's not important right now. How much money that you're spending, looking at it, creating. They say health is wealth. So it's like, hold on, I gotta make sure that I'm creating. I gotta make sure that I'm creating health for myself. Shout out to Kev. I just looked at the comment, the phone. What's up, Kev, man? Shout out to you, man, from the motherland, man. Shout out from Africa, Ghana. Self love September. I hope you're loving yourself wherever you're at. Working on getting your own, hey man, your own food. Hey man, hey man, that's self love right there. Getting your own business, food business, and apartments. Oh man, that's huge. I'm excited for that, man. You already, man. See, the thing is, see, I know me. I remember pulling up on you at the beach, man. You know how, man. Come on, you know I'm too real. Man. You know I'm about it. A birthday at midnight. Yeah, man. Hey, man. See, there's a lot of things gonna be happening on that 23rd, man. You just brought in the holy day. See, right now it's 10 p.m. over here in Ghana. It's about 2 hours to your birthday. We're gonna get out of here soon. But that's good, man. See, you gotta see this is perfect for you. How can you love yourself before your birthday comes in, on your birthday, and after your birthday as well too? Making sure that you are taking yourself serious. Taking yourself serious. Hey man, I ain't doing no cash app request right now, man. You a wild one, man. I ain't doing no cash app request. I'm in the middle of Africa right now, man. I'm working on some things. I'm working on some things right now. I can't send no money back to the States right now, man. There's so much that I'm working on over here. I can't do that right now. I can give you a happy birthday, happy birthday on that part. But I appreciate you. I love you, man. So I want you to. It's better for me to tell you than to just give you anything. Go ahead and keep up not only just keep up the great work, making sure that you put in yourself first. Make sure that you put in yourself first, and don't let nobody take advantage of you, man. Don't let nobody tell you what you can or cannot do. You know, because on the whole world, everyone wants money. Everyone does want money. I get that. You know. You gotta establish and get the things that money can't buy. What about working on some of those things, some of these personality traits? Start working on some things that money can't buy. That's a true gift. That's a true gift. Money can't buy a self love, you know. Because you can have $1 million, but if you hate yourself, then it ain't worth nothing. It ain't worth nothing at all. Ain't worth nothing at all. So that's kind of what I'm talking about here, guys, today. How do you feel about yourself? You know, what are you doing for yourself? And how does that change your daily life as well, too? Just like my boy Kev, you got a birthday. Just coming up, happy birthday to him. But how does that show you how can you show yourself that you really love you? But who you hang around, who you converse with. Like there's certain people I don't chill with, I don't hang with because it's like they're not a good representation of self love. And if I want to be a man of my word, I gotta stay in a certain vibe, or I gotta stay in a certain environment where that's going on. And if that's not going on, I'll be so quick to just remove myself from any situation. I'm not afraid to be alone. I'm not afraid to be alone. I love me that much to where I can be alone because I know being alone, that's enough. That's enough for me, you know. And like I said, guys, on YouTube, I got so many gems, so many things that have been dropped off. See, Kev, you making me think now because I think I made my first $5 on Facebook. Man, you better start you doing all that posting. Jump on Facebook, man, and you can get a professional page and start making money on there, man. You can start making money on there. He said I requested $1 million. Yeah, man. Ah, you are. Hey, man, there's a lot of money to be made. You talking about you starting your food business? You could start placing certain things on Facebook or TikTok. How you do that? You can join them together and you start doing that. Man, you in LA or you in Long Beach, you in that area. Man, let me know. I don't want to give out your location like that, but nobody is big. But the thing is, that's a foodie central. So you got people who love food in that area. And oh yeah, then you also say you want to get a girlfriend too. Yeah, man. I mean, shoot, that's good. There's a lot of. I'm not saying that I'm doing couples counseling, but I do that. We may have that before this year ends. Do like some relationship counseling. Oh man, I'm getting some ideas now with the self love September. Maybe October or November. Because this is, I guess, cuffing season approaching or it's coming up. We probably got about 17 more minutes, before we close up out here. I like what I'm doing now is just because I want to keep it real short and sweet. I can be on here 8 hours, but I want to have it short and sweet and let people know I am the best counselor on this earth. Yes, the best counselor on the earth. Why? Because I lead with self-love. In this world, it teaches and they make example of self-hate, self-doubt, a guilt, shame, so how I set up my business, how I set up my reality is to remove those things. Whether I have clients that's 18 or clients that's 66. Sometimes individuals they be in their 70s. The individuals who let's say they're 66 one of my clients, there's a lot of things that's going on. There's a lot of hurt and a lot of pain. It has to be removed. Can I remove it all in one day? No. You got to work at it. This is what self-love is. It's a daily activity. So I'm not just listening for somebody to say, "Oh yeah, I love myself. I love myself." Hey man, you need this for the rest of your life then. Right now, this is why with me and my brother and I do this restoration village. That's the foundation. You got to love self. That's the foundation. There is no restoration. You can't restore who you are if you don't love yourself. I mean, come on, man. I'm saying it right here. You cannot have a restorative life if you don't love yourself. If you got actions of self-hate, of deception, of lies, of fear, of shame, of anger. I said of angry. No, of anger. Yeah, so I mean, we looking at these type of situations, and you got to be real with yourself. I'm excited to get into this last question. I'm glad that Kev came through and showed some love. Happy birthday to you, Kev. Uh, you said, man, this is tomorrow. It's a very powerful day too. In the holy day, what I want to speak on, guys, with Self Love September is, I think this might be the greatest month of the Safe Space Daily Show, just because of me doing something like this with the Self Love September. This is changing. I'm changing people's worlds, not only on TikTok. God, I do my counseling as well too. I know they love what I do. I know they do. So it's like, all right, I want to come here and share my expertise too. So it's like, all right, you share it on Facebook or you share it on Instagram. You do all these things, but I know the world is about self-hate. So I may not have individuals that even like that. So I'm telling individuals about self-love who all they know is self-hate. It is a challenge, but and I've been challenged my whole entire life. I'm one of the ones that go against 100 million people. What I believe and what I know is stronger than 100 million people telling me, no, that's not it. Let me get into this last. Your actions. If you remove the opinions of others, what would self-love look like in your actions, your words, and your choices? What would it actually this year? And we'll do some more of these. We'll do some more of these, and I will have some more individuals on, and it's cool to get into these discussions because this is a very important topic. This I've been doing this for the whole month, but this is a very important topic. The choices that you are making when you get up in the morning to when you go into bed. What are the choices that you're making that are showing you that you love yourself? From what you're eating, I said this before, so what you're eating, to what you're watching. Others. I know sometimes people in this world, they're concerned about how people perceive them. No, but how do you perceive you? Now, I know you guys may say, oh man, no. We should say it's easy to just say those things. But first, you got to say it. Can I just only care about what I think about myself? Let's say for one day, let me make the opinions of others valueless. I ain't even bringing in talking about the value system. But when you look at it, when you look at your own life and you say, man, let me drown out, let me close out, let me shut off the opinions of others. Because you always have some negative, uh, let me not even just say negative, you may always have some opinions from others, especially in your family. You have your family judge you. That's why I said the freedom, warmth, and clarity. The warmth is the non-judgment. We in this whole life, you have your family, you have individuals judge you. They don't even know you. People judge me. I be praying. Come on, bring on the judgment. Bring on the judgment. Judge me some more. Because it's not going to change how I think about myself, how I feel about myself, or what I do about myself. So even if the whole world judges me, okay. Now this is the confidence. My homie who was supposed to come on, he told me, man, you need to work on a confidence module. We call it, it's like a confidence class. Yeah, you got to build up. Maybe so. Maybe what I'm thinking about a month. Maybe we may do. If I think of something, I may be doing maybe do something on TikTok, um, maybe just a week, maybe just like a confidence training or something like that. For a week, I may come on, do a live every day because these Safe Space Safety shows is every Monday. 3 p.m. LA time. I think 10 p.m. Ghana time. But the thing is, I may want to come on. I may want to come on more. I think with these panels or with these voice or audios, I may come on more because see, I could just do something where it's 30 minutes, so we come on for 20 minutes and have individuals who want to talk about certain things and really deal with real situations. I know there's some individuals that need it, especially if you're a therapist. I know that those individuals sometimes can be the most effed up. You know, you dealing with all these other people problems, but you haven't dealt with your own. That's I mean that's another conversation. But to go ahead and for this second question, if you were to suspend the opinions of others for one day, how would self not being too concerned about others' opinions? In this world right now, sometimes we're too heavily thinking about what somebody else is saying, what somebody else is doing, what somebody else is wearing. But how do you view you? How do you see you? Some individuals, they don't care about, self-love, and I know that, and that's all right. But see, for me, it's at a situation where I don't need anyone to agree with me. That's why I'm glad my big brother had just said the truth has no master. Truth don't need nobody to agree with it. I mean, the truth don't need anybody to agree or to say, "Oh yeah, yeah, man, I like what you're saying. I like what." Okay, you can even a billion people can say they don't like what I'm saying. I'm still gonna move forward with it. Truth has no master. He was just saying it. Guys, we got about like 5 minutes left, and then I'm gonna get out of here. I need to talk with them anyway. I need to talk with them before, because there's a lot of things that we're looking to build. I will have them on next week, and I'm excited. I'm just excited to do more. I know I come every Monday, the Safe Space Safety Show, and I love it. I love this. To individuals, to come be on the show. We have my boy, uh, Gary, my boy P, and my homegirl was gonna be on. But like I said, man, I ain't, it's all right. I know one of these days I'm gonna set up to where I have individuals to be able to come in and maybe just ask one question. I ain't doing no tarot card readings. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. This is Mr. Saley, the counselor. So we're gonna deal with a real situation to see, like, okay, how can we actually solve this, or just getting my viewpoint is more powerful than anything. Not even solving it, just getting my viewpoint on a certain part. We got it for a few more minutes or 3 minutes. We ain't gonna bring anybody up really right now. I thought my boy was gonna come up, but we ain't gonna do it like that. We're gonna close out, soon, and there's a lot of things in the works, man. There's so much stuff in the works. Restoration Village, Freedom, Warmth, and Clarity, relationship discussions. I want to do some things just where I have maybe even self-love Saturdays. I don't know. Maybe do something like that. I mean, self-love Sundays is, I don't know. I don't know. There's so many things that I want to do, but I got to make sure it's aligned right too. Maybe I won't do it on the Shabbat. No, probably I'll do it on. I don't know. I don't know on that part. But I know my ultimate goal is to make sure individuals can be feel fulfilled in the life that they're living. Sometimes even some of my friends, they be, I don't like anyone being miserable. I don't want to be the only one enjoying in this life. It ain't about the money. I don't want to be the only one enjoying. Nah. Should I be the only one enjoying? Or should I also show individuals how they can enjoy? But see, if you loved yourself, then you would enjoy yourself. I was just telling one of my friends' moms this. I was telling her, like, hey, the environment doesn't matter. I can be in Australia. I can be in America. I can be in Canada. I can be in Brazil. It doesn't matter. It's what I'm thinking about that gives me the the joy, the happiness. It's not about the environment. I make the environment. I can be in a I can be in a shelter and it still be enjoyable. I've been in shelters and I still was enjoying it. I'll go a step further. I've been locked up before. Now, did I say I enjoyed the situation? No, I enjoyed me. The environment didn't impose itself on mind, I made an impression on the environment. So regardless of where I was at, I was making it joyful, or I was making it peaceful based on how I was thinking, not based on what was going on around me. To hell what was going on around me. I'm in control of my reality. And period. That's it. So guys, we about to go ahead and get up out of here. I'll reread the so yeah, guys, so make sure that you're staying tuned to that, and every Monday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. I don't know what they call this, but I'm in Ghana time. I don't know the time zone. But the Safe Space Say Lee Show. The Safe Space Say Lee Show. The Safe Space Say Lee Show. Freedom, warmth, and clarity. Now, look, you guys know you can hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on IG, Instagram, and Mr. Say this is MR period SAYLEE. Go ahead and jump onto that subscription. You can subscribe. What do you get for the subscription? Oh man, you get well, not probably, you get a session a week. Man, anyone who has me, man, once a week, oh man, that's like my real clients, like I'll be having for real. Change your whole life, change your mind, change your thoughts, change your mind, change your reality. Freedom, warmth, and clarity. Love you all. Got some business to tend to. Hope everyone is good. Hope everyone is great. We out of here like last year. Peace.